Hey guys, it's Brian from Toofab here with Thomas Brown from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. We're here talking about the 25th anniversary of the film. Can you believe it's been that long since this came out?
In my world, yeah, it has been a lot long. I mean, it's a lot's happened in 25 years. So.
Yeah, I rewatched the movie last night. It had been a while for me. It holds up. I think it helps that there are so many practical effects in the film that, you know, it's still a good movie.
Yeah, people still watch it. I get comments all the time. People, they show it regularly. A lot of kids I know who are growing up now and even in the past 25 years, obviously, have watch it, and it's kind of funny.
Do you still get recognized by people? I mean, it's
it's been a long time. I mean, you got to have a really good eye to
Yeah.
really notice that. I mean, I get recognized from some of the other work I've done, and then they know that film, so which is kind of odd. Sometimes people, the weirdest places, the people you don't expect to recognize you, obviously. So, sometimes.
Now, did you go to Mexico City to film this?
Yes, we shot it in Mexico City.
So what was that like? You're 16 in Mexico City doing this huge film.
That was the big thing. It was definitely, there was a little bit of a culture shock. I was, like I said, I was 16, and I was, just the world, being in Mexico at the time, away, I was there with my mom, and I actually, at first it was a little bit of a shock, but I embraced it, I loved it.
Yeah.
I started painting, I just kind of immersed myself in Mexican culture. I started speaking Spanish. I actually fell in love with it. It was actually, first I was a little terrified,
It's such a big
it's a big city, and with the gun, the police are all walk around with the guns like this. It's not even like in America where the guys have guns. I mean,
they're holding.
Yeah, they're ready. Like they look like they're gonna rob you anytime, and little things like that. But after a while, I just kind of let down my guard, and yeah, I actually loved it. I got a lot of friends I made there, and a lot of relationships. And so.
Rewatching the film, the sets were incredible. I just want to know what it was like the first time you stepped onto that and saw how big everything was.
Yeah, it was pretty overwhelming. we had I think 6 sound stages that we took over, and they'd been building the sets I think about a year and a half prior to even us getting there.
Yeah.
Pretty overwhelming. And just the floor, I think, was just this massive soundstage of just a giant floor with the planks, and the spacing, 3 feet apart or 2 feet apart or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool just to see the massive size of it,
Was there a sequence that was your favorite to film?
The bee was obviously fun because it was just green screen work and flying around and stuff like that. The ant was fun. Just doing the action stuff was obviously the most fun of it.
Yeah.
Raindrops. They thought
What
of
were
so
those
many
made out of?
They thought of so many things. I mean, the raindrops were pretty cool because it was like this built-in jungle, and they had built these cannons. They had these cannons underground, underneath, that would splash, and it wasn't even water because they realized that if you were that small, the particles of water would be thicker. So it was like this thicker gel.
Yeah,
so it wasn't
it looked sticky.
Yeah, it's thicker because each particle would be bigger to us. So they had these, and then they had these big drops falling right onto these cannons, and then right at the same time they'd hit, they'd also blow up, so they'd create the splash. Actually, that was kind of a fun sequence.
All right, one more question. Everyone wants to know about the giant cookie. What was it like when you saw it, and what was it actually made out of?
Actually, that's kind of funny, because I actually was wondering the same thing when we first were going to shoot it. I was like, well, I wonder what they're going to do. It was actually so simple, it was not even funny. It's like a giant wood-framed cookie with just a section of stuff that's frosting.
Edible something.
Yeah, they put like a section in there that we could eat, and then that was basically the part that we could touch and eat, and the other part we couldn't, and it was just the same, whatever it was, texture. And I'm sure they probably had meetings about the texture and how the molecules of being bigger. I'm sure it was like that too, so that was basically that part. Yeah, it would have been nice to have some of those props and sets. I would have liked it would have been pain dragging it around for the last 25 years or putting it in storage. Why do you have that big giant cigarette butt?
Why not?
No, because it's kind of cool. Put it in your bar.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for doing this for us.
Appreciate
it's great to meet you.
Yeah,
Great. Thank you.